Holy calamity, scream insanity. All you ever gonna be's another great fan of me.
What's up, everybody? On today's episode of the Hashtag Blackout Podcast, it's sort of a bit of the same old.
Holy calamity, scream insanity.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 160 of the Hashtag Blackout Podcast. I'm Jared.
What up, people? I'm Jay.
And we are back at it again. Jay, how's your week been, cousin?
It's pretty much how you say it in the intro. Same old. Nothing changed. Just work and homeschooling, and that's about it. Keeping my eye on the news, hurricane news. That's already passed my family, so they're all good. Yeah, man, it's just the same old stuff. Nothing new. Yeah. Nothing new under the sun. Yeah. How about you? How was your week?
Basically the same. I also keeping an eye on that hurricane that passed through, and it looked like it basically was going toward Texas and Louisiana. And thankfully, your family seemed to be fine and come out of that okay. My family as well, and all the rest of our extended family, as far as we know, all made it out okay. So thank God for that. Other than that, my kids started school again, and they're in person at school. So for them, it seemed like a pretty good week for them, and I think. You saw sort of like an attitude and mood change, as far as them. So that's a good thing for them. And hopefully they'll stay safe and be mindful, of the mask situation. I did find out, though, from my daughter that in her classroom, there's none of those like protective plexiglass shielding, on the desk or anything like that. Like it's not a thing.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to have that. Were they supposed to have?
Yeah, well, there's most of the images that I saw from schools was that's what they were doing. So that's why I expected, and she said that they didn't do that. But, so far it seems safe and okay. But I guess, we'll really find out as the weeks pass, I guess. But yeah, they're back in, for me, just more work. So, just that's about it. Just working on this new job and trying to get continually get acclimated. So
cool.
Yeah,
how's that going?
It's going pretty well so far, man. Just going really well. Blessed to have a new job and to be doing well as far as I know, and just want to continue to learn and get better. I don't know if I'm at liberty to really talk about where I work yet, so I'm gonna just say I got a new job.
That's cool.
It's good.
Cool.
Yeah, doing well.
Good on you. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Your job doing all right?
Yeah, my job's doing just fine and dandy. No plans on returning back. Nobody's complaining. As long as we're bringing in money from home, the CEO pretty much doesn't care. So
yeah, I understand
good.
That. Totally understand that. Yeah. Oh man. Well, cool. Well, good deal. So I know that we have one voicemail from this week, so we can go ahead and listen to that, and then we can just talk about a couple other things, I guess. So yeah, if you don't mind, go ahead and tell the people where they can leave us a voicemail.
All right, people. 3853 BLAKPC is where you can find us. Give us a call, leave us a voicemail, tell us what's on your mind, all that other shabazz going on in your life. Hit us up.
All right. There you go. Okay. So, one voicemail from the Memphis correspondent, it seems. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all, it's Memphis Diva 99. What are y'all doing? I'm at lunch break. I'm on my lunch break, and I just ate a slice of pizza with a banana pepper on it. And let me tell you, got me talking in all types of languages. Oh, child, no, it's not the corona. Anyways, y'all, how y'all doing with the weather and stuff? First of all, Is it touchdown? Is it raining? You know, what's going on? Also, y'all, I've just been reading up on this Tim woman situation, Tim. I tried to give you a chance with your womanly body, them arms like Miss Lisa who did the high school pieces. Your little bitty head, your hips like a woman. It's just weird. It's just weird. Oh, but it's evil what you had your nephew killed, and I heard you had like an insurance policy on your mama for $1 million. I don't care how much my mama get on my nerves. I love that lady. She on my nerves now. She really is. I got a headache, but I love my mama. So, Tim, you're kind of weird, and that Real Housewives white lady you was dating, she didn't lie. So I owe her an apology. Jennifer, where are you at? I'm sorry. But I'm going to talk to y'all later because I'm finna, I'm on lunch and I'm trying to read a little bit more. And so I'll probably call y'all back. But I'm going to finish this pizza though. Okay, then.
All right, there you go. So, if I'm correct, she was talking about that situation we briefly talked about in the last episode about the guy from Sweetie Pie's.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like the family member having to
right.
like hit out on his nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still a sad situation.
Yeah.
So sad. And
money will corrupt a lot of folks, especially sad, family members, family against family.
I know, it doesn't even make sense, man.
Yeah.
Like it's,
yeah.
Your family.
The crazy thing is it happens all the time,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I mean, not the specific situation, but, just family turning on family just for money reasons.
Yeah. So. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, it's so sad. And, you think about it, I mean, your family, you should be able to get along with each other. You should be able to, have you should be able to just love your family member, to a point where you would never even think about doing anything like that, But unfortunately, there's people who have that, thought and desire, and it's very sad. So,
what about those family members that don't listen? You ever wonder about that? Let's say trying to give family members suggestions to do things, but they just never listen, and they always want to turn their back, say you never helped them or anything like this, or whatever.
Yeah, that's sad too, and I guess a lot of times you might be able to harken back to saying, I tried to tell you this or that, But yeah, I know that happens too, and it's still just crazy. So just as crazy.
The only reason why I asked that because have you watched the No Limit Chronicles on BET?
No, I've never seen that.
Well, they had like a 4 or 5 part series. I think it was a 5-part series a few weeks ago. And of course, C Murder, Master P's brother, Corey Miller, he's in prison right now for they charged him with attempted murder or murder of someone, but all the evidence came back that he's innocent. But of course, you're dealing with the Louisiana judicial system, which is a little bit, quite a bit different than every other state's judicial system. So, anyway, he was just talking about how he's always told his brother to move out of, the projects, get yourself in a better situation. But of course, he, wants to keep it real, quote unquote, and stay in the, in the projects around the people that kind of like made him, so to speak, just to keep it real around those folks. And of course, keeping it real, like that Dave Chappelle skit, when keeping it real goes wrong, that went wrong. And of course, he's facing a big sentence. So, they're trying to get him out, but, he didn't listen to the words of his brother, and ultimately he kind of suffered the consequences. So it's unfortunate. It happens like that quite a lot.
Yeah.
So that was the only reason why I asked that question. Kind of reminded me of that situation.
Such a crazy situation. That's sad. So sad. so sad. Anyway, well, yeah, thank you for the voicemail. Oh, and yeah, she was asking how we're doing with the weather. And yeah, I mean, it seems like your family, did they only just have rain or what?
It was rain and winds. My in-laws and my wife's relatives, they got it pretty bad. I seen pictures of their stuff. They had like trees come out the ground and everything. And of course we have a friend up in Shreveport. She was out of power for like a few days, so she had to throw away a lot of stuff in her refrigerator. So I guess she has to do like an insurance claim on that. So I mean, they're good for the most part, healthy for the most part. So that's the good thing. That's the only thing that really matters.
That's good.
They still got a roof over their head.
Yeah, that is a good thing. That is a good thing. Well, good, man. Yeah, my mom in Houston, they just got a little bit of wind and maybe a tiny bit of rain, and that's about it. So thank goodness for that as well. So good deal. All right, what's next?
It's a good question. What is next? I know last week you had said something about, you had mentioned something about new VP pick. Of course, we didn't talk about that last week. So I don't know if you want to even chime in to that. Say what you.
I mean, I'll almost say it's Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris, and I guess it seems like a lot of people think, and from her record, it seems like she has sort of a flawed record, when it comes to people of color, and just sort of backing up laws or ordinances that have been detrimental. But then I also know that she, from all accounts, it seems like she's sort of changed her stance and things as well. So it'll be interesting. I think that both the two major parties, Republican and Democrat, are the two most popular ones. If anybody else shows up to run, for some other party, they would have to. It would have to be almost a miracle for them to to win, or even be like uber competitive. You know what I'm saying? So so we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. As debates start to happen, and we find more and more about what these people on the Democrat side are about, as well as the Republican side are about. Even though I think after this almost 4 years now, we sort of already know what the Republican side is about. That's it. I mean, I think it's great, that there is a woman and a woman of colors from mixed races, that has this opportunity to be nominated, because I know that she's the first one in that situation. And if she wins, and obviously, if they win, then obviously she'll be the first woman of color and mixed race woman, to be a vice president. And woman, in that matter, to be a vice president. So, right. So I think it's a stride, in the right direction, just for more diversity, if you will, in the highest offices of power. But then again, having those offices of power, regardless of what side you're on, it really all depends on how you use that when you get it. So that'll be interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, that's all I got, man.
Good. All right, on to the next subject, because I don't have much to say about it. I wasn't really excited about either choice, Biden or or his VP pick, but we'll just see what happens. It's at this point now, it's just gonna determine what's being proposed in these debates and whatnot. I didn't even bother watching the DNC or the RNC for that matter this past couple weeks. I wanted to, but them first couple nights, man, it just drug on forever. So we'll see what happens. A couple months to go, so we're gonna see how it all unfolds before our eyes.
Yeah, we'll see how it unfolds. I don't know, man. We'll see. It's whatever, man. It's politics. It's always confusing, and there's people on both sides, and nobody can, really come to a real agreement on one side or the other. with the exception of a few things. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Anyway, also, this week we had, I know that another, person of color, another black man was shot senselessly, this time in Wisconsin, Mr. Blake. And so, there's protests, going on because of that. And then, we had the NBA players, starting with Milwaukee Bucks, and then sort of trickle down effect to the full NBA. A lot of MLB teams, NHL, and then even soccer, Major League Soccer. Lots of people protesting or sitting out or canceling, postponing games. It's interesting, that those guys would do that. I mean, and then there's a lot of people who are saying, when did sports become a platform for activism? I think it always has been to a point. Depending on what era you're looking at and what they've been, outspoken about. In some cases, it's things that are more, more like, poor people or hunger or, world peace, things like that. Yeah. And then, now it's just the age of being, social activism. So that's what it's all about. And, I think that the players, do have a voice, and they have a voice to talk to millions of, kids and adults, and just to try to help, them, hear a message, whether people agree with it or not. So, yeah, man, what did you think about the I guess the boycott or the protest? What do you want to call it? Games?
I was just thinking to myself, well, I guess it's about time, getting, Kaepernick did it quite a few years ago. Yeah, we see how that went for him, and now they want to protest and, boycott. Yeah, I guess it's a good thing. I honestly don't know what's going to come from it. I don't even know what we actually want from it. Of course we want justice for these people, but is it going to change the minds? Is it honestly going to change the mindset of some of these cops in the situation at the time?
It won't change the mindset of it won't change the mindset of the cops that are bad cops. They're just going to be there until they retire or get weeded out or whatever you want to call it. I think that I know that what the players, in the NBA at least asked for, they had a meeting with the owners, and apparently the owners were very receptive. And one of the things they wanted to make the arenas that they play in, polling voting centers, and regardless of what side, or that you're on, I think that's helpful, as a place where people can go and vote, in those larger cities. Where sometimes it seems like there's some voter suppression. So I think the Staples Center in LA is already, one of those locations, and I think they're working on more. So so I know that's one of the things, but I know there's a lot more that they, quite a bit more that they sort of talked about, and the owners seem pretty receptive, in that realm as well. So I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting.
But exercising your right to vote is definitely a great thing.
Yeah, voting obviously is a great thing. I'm still back at the point. What do we really want from it? Maybe in my head, I don't see that as a solution to cops killing.
Yeah.
Killing.
Well, that's not.
Men,
it's not going to be the first.
It's not going to be the last situation for him. There's another shooting that happened down Lafayette, Louisiana, like right before the Jacob Blake incident. That's not even getting talked about in national news, but it's getting talked about a lot back home. Maybe it's, I guess, what is it? Kenosha, Wisconsin isn't really that big of a place either, but I think it's all about, what media outlet can get it out there. And also if there's video of it, and I'm sure, there's a lot of video,
Yeah.
shot
So
11
it's all
times
just
in the
sad,
back.
man.
You know, guy was shot 11
Wow.
times in the back, and it didn't make national news or anything like that. You know, people are protesting down there. A lot of protests. They were even protesting like right after the hurricane, you know, came through.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
So sad.
I'm just at this point now, I'm just like, I don't even know. I have absolutely no suggestions what people could do. I did read something that does kind of make sense. You hit them in their pensions. A lot of these cops, you know, I don't know. That would be like an ultimate, I guess, consequence for them. They won't have any money if they retire. You know. So I don't know, man. That was something I heard that was kind of sort of new. I mean, I know it's been suggested before, but yeah, like I said, I have no idea what could even be done to stop something like this. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm okay with it, but it's gonna end up happening.
Yeah. It's a sad but true, I guess, right? Yeah. Sad but true. Yeah, man. I think that you know, if I guess it depends on what politician gets voted in. You know, those are the ones that could help sort of shape and change laws. But yeah, man. I mean, you know, the thing about it being a part of the police system, and you know, not every cop is like that. You know, but you know, with it being sort of a part of the police system to a certain point, you know, it's just going to be hard hard to sort of to get it, sort of pushed out of that. Yeah. So, so I guess, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. See how that plays out. So hopefully, just something good comes out of that. And the protests and whatnot, hopefully there's some activism that happens in a positive way. Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, but that's all I got on that. Let's see what else we got. We don't really have much.
Not much. I guess everybody's at this moment is mourning the death of Chadwick Boseman. Came as a complete stun to me because I seen it and I damn near like, I don't know, man. I was like emotional. I told my wife at the moment, and she got emotional about it. It's like nobody knew. Yeah. We knew. There were pictures of him that surfaced like some months before that he was losing weight, and everybody was either suspecting that he was he's like preparing for a new role, because that does happen to some actors. Yeah. And people were kind of thinking, is he sick? But there was like actually no word. But there's word now. I mean, he stage colon cancer. I think 4 years he was been battling it, and I think it was detected at stage 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow!
So he, man, it's
so sad.
That was a tough one. Then of course we talked to our kids about it. I know a lot of parents are, doing posts and stuff about how do you tell your kids Black Panther has passed on, or the actor who played Black Panther has passed on.
Yeah.
So we talked to them about it, and explained things like that, importance of taking care of your health. Which PSA right now, Black men, all men, you're getting up there in age. Don't go get your colon checked out, colonoscopy. Don't feel like you have so much pride that you can't get that done. So definitely have that done. Take care of your health. So you're getting older. That's one of the things I'm always concerned with now. I got 2 boys, and those boys mean the world to me, so I'm trying to stay around for as long as I can. Help guide them through this crazy world we living in. So
same here, man. One boy and one girl, and I have the same feeling. Yeah, it's very sad. My wife was out of town, when it happened, but I talked to her the day after, we found out. And yeah, it's pretty sad. Haven't really talked to my kids about it yet, but we will.
Do they know? Like, did they even hear?
I don't think they've heard yet, as far as I know, because they would have probably mentioned something to us.
Okay.
But yeah, it's it's a very sad situation. Very sad situation overall. Yeah, man. It's sad, but he definitely played a big role in I guess entertainment, if you will, and also bringing to life a character that that a lot of people wanted to see. So yeah, so it's very difficult to hear that.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, very sad. And thoughts out to his and prayers out to his family as well. So yeah, but on that note, that's all we got, I guess, this week, huh?
Yeah, hopefully we'll have something, I guess a little, I don't know, something next week. I'll just say that. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
We shall see.
Yeah, we'll see well, hopefully we have a couple things that we're trying to work on, so we'll see if we can get them put together. But but I guess it's a short and sweet. So, Jay, why don't you go ahead and tell people where they can find us, man? We'll be blacking it.
All right, people. #BlackoutPod is where you can find us on Twitter and Instagram. Give me a second here. I got to pull up my notes because I honestly don't remember where we're even located at. 3853-BLAKPC or 3853-252572 is where you can hit us up. Anchor, Spreaker, Stitcher, iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud. SoundCloud. Check us out there. Hear the episodes. #blackoutpod@gmail.com is where you can email us something if you want to do that. And don't forget to check out Hooks Rub. Follow Hooks Rub on your social medias. And stay connected. There you go. I think that's it. All right, people. Stay safe. Stay black. And if you're not black, then just stay connected to some black folks. That makes sense. We're black now.